So welcome to my channel Rekha Datta English classes. Guys, today we are going to talk about phrasal verb. So phrasal verbs are big deal in spoken English. So when you are speaking in English and if you are using many phrasal verbs in your conversation, if you are adding many phrasal verbs in your conversation, you find that you sound more like native speakers because native speakers use more and more phrasal verbs in their conversation. And at the same time, when you're using phrasal verbs in your conversation, you find that your language, it becomes very easy for you to put forth your ideas because phrasal verbs are used in day-to-day conversation a lot. It really creates confidence when you have a very good knowledge of phrasal verbs because it can make your language, your speech very brisk, very beautiful and very impressive too. So that's why phrasal verbs are very, very essential for you to know because even we in our daily conversation use a lot of phrasal verbs but we are not aware of it. So today I have brought so many phrasal verbs which we are going to use in our conversation today. And while using it, you find that you are getting your confident label to this point and you are going to boost your English while using it. So remember, phrasal verbs are very essential for us to use in our daily conversation because it adds flavor to our conversation, to our English, to our speeches. So today I am going to talk about a lot of phrasal verbs, and first we'll know the meaning and then I'm going to just create a kind of story about these phrasal verbs. And these phrasal verbs are in vogue. Actually, people use it more and more in their daily conversation. So I have picked up only those phrasal verbs which are used in daily conversation. And first I'm going to talk about these phrasal verbs, how it is used in a sentence, what is the particular meaning of these phrasal verbs, and then taking those phrasal verbs, I'm going to create a story so that it can become very, very clear to you that how it is going to use in your daily conversation. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So let's know first phrasal verb, that is catch up. Catch up means, to reach to the same level or position as someone or something else. So you can say that I'm trying to catch up on the new trending of fashion. I have been busy with doing my work. Now I want to catch up with all my work, all my pending work. Or suppose that you are watching some web series on Netflix, and suppose that you have some work or you have gone out of station and you are not getting time to watch all those web series. So what would you say? Suppose you are sitting in a kitty party and your friend says, you know what happened in that particular web series? In that particular episode, you know what happened? Have you watched it? So you would say, no, I need to catch up all those episodes, I didn't do it. I need to catch up all those episodes because I've been very busy this month. So here it means catching up means to follow, to up to date something or someone. Or sometimes if you're very eager to know about somebody else's life, or if you want to talk about someone, or if you want to remain with somebody for some times to know their life, that how it is going on their life. So you can say, let's catch up over coffee and talk about our lives. So catch up, it means, to meet and to talk about something, to reach to some label, or if you want to know about some people's activities, or if you want to remain update about something. Okay, my next phrasal verb is hang out. So when you are hanging out with somebody, it means that you want to move about freely or in a relaxed way with someone or with somebody. Okay, so you can say, let's hang out in the park, or I always hang out in the public library, sometimes reading books or sometimes talking with people. So hang out means when you are move freely in a very relaxed way, you say that let's hang out. So my next phrasal verb is figure out. Figure out means when you want to know or understand or comprehend about something. Suppose some problem is there and you don't know about it. So you can say, let's figure out what is the problem and how we can solve it. So figure out means when you have going through some kind of problem and you are sitting and you are discussing it over, you are finding the solution. So you can say, let's figure out, let's try to understand, let's try to comprehend what is the problem. Or it is not always needed that you're talking about the problem. It might be anything else. And suppose you want to celebrate your friend's birthday, but you want to keep it very secretive. So you can say, let's figure out how can we celebrate her birthday. So figure out means you need to think over it. You need to find solution for something. So you say, let's figure out or let's figure it out. Okay. My next phrasal verb is show up. Show up means someone who arrives or appears somewhere unexpectedly. So you can say, Rani was the last one to show up at the party. So it means to arrive or to reach somewhere. So another example can be that the boss was waiting for the client to come, but he showed up very late. So showed up means, show up means actually to arrive to some place or to come to some place. Sometimes it happens, unexpectedly. Okay. So my next phrasal verb is run into. Run into means to encounter with someone or something unexpectedly. Suppose you are meeting, you have gone to a market, you have gone to a place where suddenly you find that your old friends run into you. I mean, you are not expecting that your old friend will come and you are going to meet to her, but unexpectedly you meet her. So you would say, oh my God, today I ran into my old friends. Maybe a lot of friends are there. So you can say, today I ran into my old classmate. Okay. So here ran into means suddenly you are going somewhere, maybe you are visiting somewhere, maybe you have gone to a mall, to a road, to a market, and suddenly you meet with your friend. So you say that today I ran into my old friend. It means that you are meeting unexpectedly to someone to whom you did not expect to be there, and suddenly you find that person. My next phrasal verb is turn up. Actually, turn up also has the same meaning. It means to come to some place unexpectedly, to arrive somewhere unexpectedly. Suppose that you say, it's not necessary that always unexpectedly, but yes. So you can say, today I was expecting my maid to come. Since it is Sunday, I was not expecting my maid to turn up, but she turned up today. Same way you can say that I was waiting for my friend to come today, but she didn't turn up. She didn't turn up. Turn up means to arrive. My another phrasal verb is look after. It's very common. Look after means to take care of someone. I'm looking after my old parents. I'm looking after the someone who is in the hospital and you are taking care of that person. So look after means when you are taking care, when you are attending someone. So when you are serving someone, you can say, I'm taking care of it, I'm taking care of them, I'm looking after them. Same way we have, okay, so I forgot to say one more thing, that turn up means, you can use in terms of increasing the volume too. So you can say, turn up the volume of the radio or the television. So you can use in that sense too. Now my next phrasal verb is cut into something. Cut into something means, it means to have a kind of check on something, or just to reduce the amount of something. Suppose you're eating a lot of fried food, but you want to slim down, you want to work out a lot, you want to put off your weight, you have put on a lot of weight and now you want to reduce it. Suppose you are on your weight loss journey and you are cutting down on your fried fruits or fast food. So you can say, I'm now cutting down on my fast food. It means that I have reduced the amount of these fast food and I'm not taking it much. So cut down on means, suppose you are not having sugar, so you can say, I'm cut down on my sugar. I'm cut down on my fast food, or I can say that I'm cut down on my soft drinks. So cut down means when you are reducing the amount of something just because you don't want to consume a lot of fried food and you don't want to put on a lot. Now my next phrasal verb is get along. So get along means to develop a kind of very good relationship with someone. So you can say that now I have started getting along with my colleagues. Or suppose that you have met someone new in your office and initially you are hesitant to go near to that person and you are not talking, you are not sitting near to that person. But after that, after some time, you are getting along very well. You started having a very good relationship with that person and you are getting along together. So getting along means when you are having a very good relationship with someone. Now next phrasal verb is break down. Break down means when something stops functioning. So you can say my phone broke down, or you can say when I was coming here, what happened on the road, my car broke down. It means it stopped working. Okay, so my next phrasal verb is turn down. Turn down means reject. Okay, suppose you have made a presentation and you have gone to your boss, you are very excited about it, but your boss turned it down. It means he rejects it. So suppose you have proposed a girl and this girl actually turns down your proposal. It means that she is going to reject your proposal. She rejects your proposal. Turn down means when someone rejects something. Okay. Now my next phrasal verb is run out of. It means to have no more of something. Suppose you open your fridge and you find that you are expecting eggs to be there and suddenly you find that your eggshell is empty. There's no egg. So you would say, oh my God, I run out of eggs. And suppose you are making tea and you say, oh God, I have run out of sugar. So it means that it's been consumed and there is to have no more of it. So there is no more of it in the house. So you can say, I'm run out of money, I'm run out of sugar, I'm run out of eggs. Okay, it means you don't have that thing. Next phrasal verb is chill out. I know that most of you use it frequently. Chill out means to relax. Okay, suppose you are going somewhere and you are saying to your friends, let's chill out. You want to move around freely, you want to go somewhere, want to go to some restaurant, you want to spend time over there, so you say let's chill out. My next phrasal verb is put up with. So when you are using put up with, it means that you have been tolerating a lot, you have been suffering a lot. So you can say, look, I cannot put up with my boss anymore. Okay, it means that he has been harassing you for a long period. Now you have decided not to put up with your boss anymore. So put up with means to tolerate and to suffer. My next phrasal verb is mess around. So mess around means to behave in a very different or in a very silly way. I mean, you're wasting your time in a very awkward way or different way or silly ways, you can say. So you can say that, when I was a student, I used to mess around a lot. So we have messed around a lot. It is okay to mess around all the time. It's not, that all the time we should be disciplined. To messing around is also necessary in our life. I mean, to behave in a very silly way, to do something. So it is the story of 4 friends, Rani, Tina, Sheila and Pinky. After years apart, 4 old friends finally decided to catch up. It had been so long since they had the chance to hang out together. They agreed to meet at Rani's house where they could relax and chill out about old times. On the day of the reunion, Tina showed up first. She would always given up finding the house because the neighborhood had changed so much. Just as she was about to turn back, she ran into Sheila, who was also looking for the house. They laughed, realizing how long it had been since they had been there. When they finally turned up at Rani's doorstep, they were greeted with hugs and smiles. Rani had been looking after her young brother that day, but she had managed to cut down on her other task to take out her time for get-together. They had put off this reunion for too long, always finding reason why they couldn't make it. But now they were determined to enjoy each other's company. Rani had her old cousin at her house. She also got along with them. As they settled in, they started talking about their lives. Pinky's car had broken down on the way, but she didn't ruin her mood. Way too late. But for now, they had all the time. They just chill out and enjoy the moment. Tina had been turning down job offers, wanting a break from her hectic schedule. Rani had run out of patience with her demanding job and was thinking of a career change. They all agreed that sometimes it is important to just mess around and not take things too seriously. Rani got a call from her office. She hanged up quickly and put her phone on silent to focus on her friends. They shared stories and laughed. Rani put on some snacks and they dug into the delicious food. At some point, Tina lashed out on Sheila for some old grudges years ago, but eventually, managing everything, they are laughing it off. They all laughed it off. Suddenly, they found Sheila almost zoned out, thinking something else. On being asked, she confessed that she was entirely exhausted from her busy life. But by the end of the night, they all found rejuvenated and happy. They managed to set up another gathering, promising not to let so much time pass before they met again. Despite the challenges they found, they realized that they could always put up with life's hurdles as long as they had each other's to lean on. So I hope you loved my stories, and my main intention was to let you know about these phrasal verbs and how easily you can use in your sentences. So thanks for watching my videos.